Hi guys, I'm back. We're going to be talking about, would he still be with you if you had the bare minimum? What do you think? Would your man, husband, boyfriend, whatever you want to call him, would he be with you if you had the bare minimum? Would he provide for you, lift you up, and give you more? And the reason I'm doing this video topic is because I think a lot of ladies are blinded by simply wanting to be with someone that they don't ever ask this question. And then they get the rude awakening later on down in the relationship, down the line, when someone needs the other one to lift them up, when she needs a man to be a total provider, and then they say no. So a lot of women ask me this, well, how can I change my man into being a provider? How do I know that he's going to be a provider man? What if he wants me to work after we get married and A, B, C, and D? Or at first he didn't want me to work, but now he does. What if they change their mind? If they value you and your relationship, they are going to provide. They're going to lift you up. And you're not supposed to put your life in the hands of someone who is not stable anyway. Okay, if you're going to marry, you need to be in the hands of someone stable, because if that's why the father gives away the bride at the wedding, because they're transferring responsibility from him to your husband. So even if you're just in a relationship and not married, he is practicing or showing you that if he's husband material or not. So if he can't provide, then you already know it's not going to work out. If he needs your help, he is definitely not proper. I'm going to say proper because some people will still marry. He is not going to be proper husband material. Okay. And when I say proper husband material, I mean someone that is not going to want you to be 50-50 Bob the Builder chick. That's not a husband, that's a partnership. There's a difference, that's a business partner versus a husband. So if you want a business partner, wonderful. If you want a husband, they must be a provider. So how people introduce, their significant other as, oh, this is my partner. If you're paying half the bills, that's your partner. It's not your husband. Okay. Just understand that. Don't introduce him as your husband until he starts paying 100%. Always say, this is my partner. That way people are going to ask, oh, are you guys married? And be like, yeah, we're married. This is, I call him my partner because we split everything and we go 50-50 on everything, just like business partners. That is letting everyone and him know that you don't see him as a husband, only a partner. Okay. So you said you're allergic to fractions. I know. So, don't call yourself his wife. Like, oh, don't call him your husband. Say my partner, and I'm his partner. And he's going to come to ask you, why are you calling us partners? It's like, well, because, partners, they're in business together. They go half or whatever percentage down the line that they decide to go down. Wife is taken care of by the husband. So in actuality, I'm not your wife. I'm your partner because I'm contributing just as much into this as you are. So therefore, there is no husband and wife. There's only partners. So I'm not a wife. And partners don't submit to each other. Okay? If you're a 50-50 partner, there is no submission. You got to meet and discuss everything before any move is made. Okay? And if one partner is pulling the workload more than the other, they're going to feel more entitled and, pull their rank, which is usually the woman. So if your husband, partner, boyfriend, whatever, will not be a total provider for you, they don't really want to be with you for you. Okay. Not even just for your looks. They want that wallet, that money, that bank account. So if you pulled out of paying any bills today, no longer worked, would your man provide for you and take care of you? Or would he look for someone else? If you know the answer to that question, then if you're not in denial, then you already know that man is not with you for the sole reason of just being with you. Even if it's just for your looks and how you make him feel, it's also for financial reasons. So for me, I got to know that you totally 100% got me if I fall off, if I decide I don't want to work anymore, if I work before I marry, I want to know I can stay at home and do what I need to do. I don't want to have to go apply for jobs because you feel now you want me to work. I don't want to have to do any of that before I even agree to marriage. So all that needs to be discussed. Um, I hear a lot of ladies say, "Well, my man didn't want me to work, and now he does." And I always tell women to go get a job at night, preferably in a bar, a club, or something like that, so that he takes it all back and tells you not to work. Okay. Right. Men are looking for the come up more than women. Woo. I would never, I think I said this in a prior video that I would never marry if I had to work. There's no reason to do both. Either I'm married or I have a career. If I can have a career at home without leaving and at my own pace and my own boss, that's perfectly fine because everything is up to me. When I want to do it, when I don't want to do it, when I want to go on vacation, it's not required. All money is kept in my account. Nobody even looks my direction for any type of financial issues. So if you just want to do that just for fun, that's wonderful. I teach women to do that all the time. It's also a good backup plan in case things don't work out. And you don't have to look in your account and say, oh, I've been paying 50-50 so long, I have absolutely nothing or very little. And now he wants to leave. Your account, if you even work for yourself or own your own business, your savings and investments should be super high because you're not spending anything. Okay. So thank you. You ordered the Level Up Cosmetics and you can't wait to try. Thank you guys. Yeah. Shameless plug. My Level Up Cosmetic brushes are, I love these brushes. They're very soft. And then these are the lashes that I have on. The Level Up lashes. Y'all go get the products. I'm going to come out with something else in the fall or close to the fall time. So these are limited supply. Once these sell out, they sell out. So right. So they're limited supply, and then I'm going to do something different. So they're going to be almost like I don't want to say a collector's item, but a one-time thing. And then something different or new is going to come out. Not going to keep old stuff, and you got to get it when you get it. Do you think it's a culture thing to go 50-50? I think it's a cop-out thing. Literally. I think it's a cop-out. I think for me, and it's just a way that you think. It's just how you think. That's all it is. If your thinking changes, your life changes. If you say, I don't do 50-50, and you stick to that and you think of yourself as a non 50-50 woman, you will never do 50-50. Okay. If a man thinks that I am a provider, I will never have my wife working and this is and that, that's the kind of man you're going to grow into and become if that's your mentality. Anyone who decides to be whatever else they decide to be, it was their choice. That's just it. Okay. That's just it. It's their choice and it's how they choose to live. Some people are so desperate to be in a relationship or to have shelter or a financial partner that they will get into a relationship that they don't even really want to be in, especially men. They will marry a woman or get with a woman they don't even find attractive or like, just like women do. But see, the difference is a woman overlooks those things easier because they like the lifestyle. And a man is not supposed to be prettier than the woman. But on the other side, the man finds it hard to overlook the woman's beauty because he's always looking at everyone else and sneaking off when she's at work or cheating or on online dating or whatever. So it bothers them more than it bothers a woman to be with a less attractive man, because a man can become attractive if he is providing and being a good husband and father or just a good boyfriend or whatever, a good provider. But a woman, if he can't take her out in public, if his friends are making fun of his woman and all his other friends and colleagues have pretty women, and he's gonna feel like he's not winning, so he's gonna go out and meet other women. So understand that if your man would not be with you or lift you up if you had the bare minimum, he really is not going to stay with you if he gets a substantial amount of money or if a better option comes along that is financially stable, as stable as you are. Thank you, Misty. Should you marry a man if he's paying your bills, but he doesn't own a home yet? He says he's saving up and can in year and I'm nervous because his network is high. He probably has bad credit and trying to repair it. Look up his Google him, see if he can apply and get a loan. Because when you buy a house, they look at your bank account for like 6 months. They look at your job, your income. You have to be able to make at least 28% of what the house is worth, or you have to be able to have 28% free to pay the mortgage or whatever of the house. So you're trying to get a nice house and your income is not that high, they won't approve you. So maybe you just can't get approved yet. Or it could have issues. He could have a foreclosure, he could have a bankruptcy. So you just have to do your research on that. How long would I remain a girlfriend? Well, if the man was marriage material, I would not remain one for more than 4 years, especially if I'm over 25. That's a waste of your life. Under 25, you have a little time, but if you're over 25, most women want to get married faster when they're over 25, but men, they can wait forever. So that's why I say older men will most likely get married faster than a younger man would. So that's why I always tell ladies to tell men that they don't have anything or they have very little, because some men target women for what they have because they want to live off of your lifestyle combined with theirs. Thank you, Brooklyn Culture, for the donation. So let's say he makes like 6 figures and you make 6 figures, right? He wants to combine his 6 figures with your 6 figures to live a higher lifestyle. What if it was only his money? Would he still want you? What if you were really a part-time receptionist? Would he still want you? Okay. Um, and BNC Empire, this is not the channel for you. This is a gold digging channel. Okay. This is not a politically correct channel. This is not any type of channel that people go um, to think that the world is fair. This is a straight up gold digging channel. And how to get the most out of the least, or the most for the most. So don't come over here thinking that I'm giving out genuine, morally upstanding information, because I'm just trying to tell you how to get the bag over here. I will never ever deny that. Okay. But thank you for being here. Maybe if you just listen for a second, you can understand and learn a few things just in case you need them later on. Thank you, Casper Lux. I appreciate that. Your friend charges $20 for phone numbers. What do you think of that? I think it's smart. If a man is serious about calling you and he paying for your number, he gonna call. And he already know what it's about, some money. I mean, I wouldn't do it. It's a little too young for me. I'm too old for that. But if I was in my 20s and early 30s, I sure would. Yep, I got paid $200 for my number. Yeah, $20. Yeah, I wouldn't charge $20 if it was a man that I didn't want to get my number to. I would make the price high to see if he was serious and see if he had money. But that's a good deal. And I would say that just so he would walk away. But some men were like, bam. Sometimes that's a line to get Dusties to move along. But if Dusty pull out some money, or the man is not a Dusty and pulls out some money, then you can take him a little bit more seriously. Okay. What to do if a guy I've been seeing for years just stops talking to me without apparent incident or issue? He probably got another girlfriend. Mhm. And maybe he was stringing you along for a while, or maybe he just couldn't afford you anymore, or just something went wrong. hmm Your serious sugar daddy wants to know my fetishes. Tell him your fetish is being uh, taken shopping. Make it a shopping fetish, like throwing money at me. And my fetish is for you to throw $100 bills at me and don't touch. The bliss. I get offered when people ask me where do I work. You get offended. Okay, nowhere but on myself and teaching others. Right. Thank you, Bliss. I get offended a little bit too. Like, it's funny because like when people ask that question, it's like they're like anticipating that their career is better than yours, and they're hoping and wishing and hoping that it is. You know what I'm saying? And when you hit them with I don't work, or I stay home, or I'm a housewife, or I work from home, or I have kids, and I really that's my focus or whatever. Their mouth just, because they were all ready to compete with you, and then you just took the competition right from under them. Like, you win because I'm not going to work. So, mhm. I told a guy I was a receptionist, and he said, "You broke." LOL. Good. That means I need money. That means he needs to pay. That's what he's supposed to think. That's the whole reason for it. That way he don't ask you for any money. That way he knows every time you go out, he's paying. That way he knows that when you come to him with the damsel in distress stories, that you truly need help. So you're setting yourself up to win with someone that is going to help you, knowing that you are only a part-time receptionist. Thank you, Big Boy Brown. Big Boy Brown. I like that name. Thank you for the donation. Um, okay. So a man wants to feel like a man. And so if he can totally provide for you, he's going to take more pride in doing so. He's going to take his job more seriously. He's going to take his marriage more seriously. He's going to take life more seriously if he is the provider. He's less likely to divorce or let it go if he is the sole provider because he feels a responsibility. So if you're trying to secure some type of relationship or marriage or some, bond, the best one is having a provider. If you can pay all your own bills, if you don't need him to pay for anything, if you can still live a decent lifestyle without him, he's not extra worried about leaving you because you're going to be okay. There's no guilt behind it, not too much anyway. But if you're poor and if he tries to divorce you or you don't have a lot of money, he's going to feel like the bad guy or the villain. And the kids, he's going to think about, the kids are going to suffer and imagine them like on the side of the street begging and stuff. So if you allow a man to be the provider and keep your money secret and still earn on the side, he's less likely to mess up as much. Now, he ain't gonna be perfect, but he's less likely to mess up as much. You know what I'm saying? You trying to be the baddest bee at my high school next year, how to do it. Girl, let me tell you. Get you some level up cosmetics. Some lashes. Weave. Wig, whatever you could get. Wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Do all this. And show up to school like this. How you doing? Okay. Shameless plug. Look good every day. Makeup, hair. Look good every day. Look good every day. Every day. Look so good every day. Everybody want to be you, sit next to you, be your friend, date you, whatever. Look good every day. Mm-hmm. It is exhausting. Hey, imagine when you get old and you have to go to work. That's going to be exhausting. Practice, 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 because I can get up and put my makeup on at any time of the day. I only have to pick up my kids and drop them off to school when they're in school. That's the only place I got to be. So it is exhausting, but it's not as exhausting as getting up, sitting in traffic, driving to work, working, helping kids with homework, cooking and cleaning, and coming home, and just enough to be tired. It's not as exhausting as that. Okay. Echo. Are men more likely to commit when you're leveled up? Yes, of course, because they don't want to let you go. Like if they're used to pick Mishas and Sarkeeshas and women that are not as beautiful as you or as upscale as you or as leveled up as you, they're going to hold on to you long time. They're going to want to make you their woman. Thank you. You're a blessing to me. Thank you, Hallie. So of course, they could take you out in public. They could introduce you to mom, all their friends without being embarrassed. They're not gonna worry about what their friends are gonna say about you. Yeah, you're a keeper. How do you tell if your boyfriend will provide he won't be cooking or cleaning? Or how? How do you tell my boyfriend who provides I won't be cooking or cleaning? Tell him you won't be doing any wifely duties until you a wife. And then tell him after that, I'm not gonna be cooking every night either. And cooking don't mean I'm gonna be slaving over a hot stove. Cooking might mean calling Uber Eats and have it on the table when you get home. Cooking might mean pizza and maybe one meal a week if I feel like it. You should be marrying somebody for their cooking. Why would you say it's a good salary range to target for men? Do they have to be a millionaire? They have to be able to provide for you, and if you get married and have kids and don't want to work, and with the lifestyle that you desire. It's up to you. I say six figures and up, depending on where you live, the cost of living, and all that kind of stuff. Can he afford to take care of you if you don't work and have kids? Hmm. Right. I mean, I would try to get somebody that has at least enough money to get a maid every couple of days or a couple of times a month or something to do the hard work. But think about that. Add that into your checklist. Maids are not that expensive. Uh-huh. You love cleaning for yourself. Well, if you like cleaning, then that's something that you don't hate. So it's not a bad thing. If it's something that you hate and you don't want to do it, then hire someone to do it. Like I hate doing all of that stuff, so I hire people to do it because I hate it. So if you hate it, hire somebody to do it. If you love it, do it yourself and use whatever money to hire something else for some other thing. Okay. Um, I'll clean myself and tell me he hired me and keep the money alone. It's not even that much money. That's the whole point. Like you'd be surprised how much it costs. It's not that much money. I wouldn't marry a woman who hates cleaning. If you marry a woman who hates cleaning, it means don't make a mess. Okay? It means don't make a mess. You are beautiful. Love everything about you. Thank you, Faith. I appreciate that, Faithy. So here's my thing. I hate cleaning other people's mess. I clean up my own mess, no problem. But I'm not cleaning up everybody else's mess. Then that means I'm the maid. You understand? Where is it my job to clean up behind everybody, clean up everybody's dishes, clean up everybody trash that they don't throw in the garbage can because you are the maid. Do not become the maid. I am not a maid. I will clean up after myself. If I see something in my path and I'm walking by, I will pick it up. I will wipe down things after I use them, but I'm not going to clean up for 18 people, 10 people, 5 people, or even 3 people. Okay, unless I'm getting paid the same salary as a maid, and I charge way more than that. Okay, I'm gonna be a couture maid. You're gonna have to pay me like 10 times extra. So you just hire a maid to do those things, so you don't have to worry about it, or you just don't do them and make other people clean up after themselves, like most people do. Okay. hmm Um, are all men the same or differ from culture? What do you think of Egyptian? I don't know anything about it. I dated a guy like that a long time ago, but he was more. I was trying to be his wife for sure. So I don't know. Like I couldn't tell you because I only date certain people for fun. Back in the day, I didn't consider them serious. Mhm. There's a difference. You don't want to have sex with the old sugar daddy. No, neither does anybody. That's why you don't do it. And you just get the money and move on. Okay. I don't know, like someone asked me to do a video about that. Like, why do y'all think that you have to do that? Okay? That's the silliest thing. You don't have to do anything. You just get the money and keep lying, like most men do. Get the money and keep lying. Okay? hmm There is not going to come a day where you're going to have to pay by sex. That day will never come if you don't ever allow it to come. That's the dumbest thing that y'all can ask. So if you don't want to do it, then you don't have to do it. Just get the money and keep it moving. Okay? hmm That's just it. I'm damaging women. No, y'all have already done that. Men have already damaged women. What I'm doing is cleaning up the damage. Y'all already damaged women by being broke, by not being able to provide, by not staying around and taking care of your responsibilities, by lying, by cheating. Y'all already damaged women. Okay, so when you stop damaging women, women will stop being damaged. Women will not need to come to this channel. All the subscribers will dry up and this channel will be poof. Okay, so until you do right by us, the Sealy curse is upon you. Shira, I don't know. Love don't live here anymore. Right. So if you want to fix it, fix yourself. Women are a reflection of a man. Right. Fix yourself. It ain't us, it's you. Can you make a video for tips? On my other channel, there's like a few of those videos, plenty. Self-love only, right? I'm here for the clapbacks. Shira, is an older man that owns a busy barbershop a good option? Girl, why don't y'all just Google how much that barbershop makes in a year? Just Google it. You know what I'm saying? Does he drive a nice car? Does he have a nice house? Does he vacation? Would I ever deny being a gold digger? No, because I don't want any confusion whatsoever. Do you think certain nationalities provide better? I think certain people's families and cultures embed being a provider more than others. Yes. Sure, you are nothing but the truth. Oh, you are cleaning up. Yes, yes. Thank you, Angela. They are too broke, so they play games to get us to submit. Right. If you want a true submission of a woman, pay all her bills and watch what happens. Give her some extra money, pay all her bills, tell her she ain't got to work, see what happens. How do you feel about prenups? Easy to get out of. Go ahead and do it, but get a consultation with me first. I can tell you how to prevent it from even being legal. I tell it on all my videos. Just be on some prescription pain medication when you sign it and have the prescription in the medical record. Don't tell. Okay, that's all you gotta do. My husband know I ain't going nowhere. He takes too good care of me and my kids. Okay, Celeste. How do you feel about men that have multiple girlfriends and provide but want the woman to meet and be around each other? Big pimp. Daria, I think he's a big pimp. I think he wants an open marriage, or I think he wants multiple wives. As long as he's a millionaire and I'm driving my dream car and living in my dream house, I have no problem with that because I don't care. Okay? As long as I don't have to work and I can just go out and shop and be whatever I want to be, I don't care because I'm not marrying him for that reason anyway. I'm marrying for the money, not the fidelity. I don't care. At least I know who she is and she knows who I am. I hope she can cook because I'm sure not cooking. Leah, I am with a married man and pays all my bills, but he's currently mad over a rumor.